Driving on winding roads north of the Sierra Nevada mountains, we get to Northern California's Lassen Volcanic National Park, currently closed to campers due to the Dixie Fire still raging nearby. We meet Kevin Sweeney, a ranger at the park for the last 15 years who's observed a consistent change in its landscape.
Well, the snow that was there from this winter melted off very rapidly. So typically that snow would have been held up there through June and even into July. And this year, most of that snow is gone by mid-May, which is about 6 to 8 weeks earlier than it would be. So where we're standing would be the lake level if we had a normal winter where the peak was covered in snow, and instead of being where it is now, it would have come up all the way to here.
It would be all the way up here.
Right.
California is going through another year of drought, with extremely hot and dry conditions taking a toll on the environment.
This is a white bark pine. It can only survive in certain temperatures and humidity. And now with the increasingly hot and dry conditions, it is among the threatened species in our forests in western United States. Many of them are now dying out.
If the current trend continues, some of these endangered species could go extinct. And in the meantime, all trees in the forest are losing moisture, and many are dying at a faster rate.
So the brown trees that we see here, the orange and rust colored, are where these trees are dying.
These conditions are making forests much more vulnerable to potential fires, forcing rangers like Kevin to be vigilant at all times.
Standing here today, my family is evacuated from the wildfire that's occurring just south of the park right now. We're seeing these wildfires get bigger and more extreme, and so that worries me the most. The place that I call home has been threatened more extremely and more frequently, and so that keeps me up at night, certainly.
Fires are meant to be a natural part of our weather cycle, even beneficial for a forest's life cycle, but mankind has interfered with that natural process.
So there's about 100 years of fire suppression history where the goal was to put out wildfires. Now that creates denser forests, it creates more massive wildfires, it creates more severe wildfires when a fire actually gets established there. In addition to the suppression problem is this human-caused climate change that we're experiencing throughout the world. That climate change has caused drier conditions and hotter temperatures. Hot and dry lead to these massive, very severe wildfires where we're seeing fires to a scale that we've never experienced before.
People like Kevin dedicate their lives to preserving natural resources like this to be passed down generations, but extreme heat, drought, and fires could jeopardize that. It is Tianshan, CGTN, Lassen Volcanic National Park, California.